everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Juicy the Game here, aka your favorite gamer, and I am bringing you guys something completely new to the channel. I finally got an HDMI splitter after years of trying to find one. So I've decided to play one of my favorite games and make a Dynasty out of it. Now, as you can see, I'm going through my sliders now, so you can see what I'm playing on. If you guys know any kind of like hard to really difficult slider sets, I would greatly appreciate it, because these are, I've been testing out slider sets, seeing what's comfortable for me or not, but that's the slider set I'm going to use. So if you know any slider sets, please let me know. But the university I'm going to be taking charge of is my favorite university to start, my favorite college football team, and that is the Ohio State Buckeyes. But I look forward to leading this team to a 4 to 5 year championship run. We are competing for championships. That is what we're gonna do. It's championship or bust. And when you see the schedule I have prepared later on in this video, you will know that I'm not taking on slouchers. I'm not taking on, Akron, Florida Atlantic, FCS. I'm not taking on them schools. No, this schedule's gonna be a gauntlet. You're gonna see exactly why I'm saying this. But as far as the offense that I used in this series, I'm using Auburn's offense. I kind of want a smash mouth, but it's still spread. I want to hit you in the mouth. I want to run the ball on you. Can you stop it? That's the offense I, grew up a Big Ten fan, watching Wisconsin, Ohio State, Iowa, Michigan State just pound people in the face. So I've always loved that kind of, style. But as far as the spread goes, it allows me to really see the coverage, see the field. When I'm playing quarterback, it's a lot easier for me, because if I basically run a pro style offense, I will be selecting the same two plays over and over again. Power O, and then the play action out of it with the tight end going on a corner route, and that's an easy money play. Like, it's just easy. I see some needs, as you saw. I probably went a bit too fast, but needs, I need a quarterback, I need a tight end, a quarterback to tackle the fullback. As far as recruiting goes, I wanted to really focus on the Midwest. Now, when it comes to the, top, recruits that, if they're really from Ohio, I have at least an obligation to look at them because they're local. I can get those kids a lot easier. As you see, I'm trying to find out which schools are really in the Midwest do I have a reach to get out to. That's easier for, my staff, to really go out there and get these guys. And I believe I forgot to mention my defense. The defense I'm running is a 4-3 multiple. So it's kind of hard to put into words. It's like it has 4-3 in it. The base of defense is 4-3. But it has like a lot of blitzing linebacker position, because that's the position I'm mostly going to be, covering. Now, this prospect really intrigued me because I saw him, like, man, he's 6'6", 210. He's literally like a Trevor Lawrence. Literally. Trevor Lawrence is 6'6", he can throw the ball beautifully. He can run too. But as far as my quarterbacks, I want them to run. In the offense that I want to have, I need them to run. I can't have, a pocket passer running Auburn's offense. It's just, no. Even if you watch Auburn's games from this year, I believe Bo Nix is his name. He runs a lot. He can move. He can still throw. Well, he's growing as a thrower. He's growing there. But I can see, like, man, like look at these recruits that are just from Ohio. These two running backs, I have to put them on board. I cannot let these two escape, especially if they're going to that team up north. Especially if they're going there. I need to keep those recruits local. And they're, If there are like some certain recruits that are looking to go into Michigan, maybe I could steal them too. You know what I'm saying? But as far as receiver, I kind of don't have. Now that did it trick me, dude. At 6'5", I'm like, I kind of just want to like see if I could just throw the ball up to him. I thought about him, like I'm not sure because we already have a stacked receiver. We already have a stacked receiving depth. So I really just wanted to settle in and just take the one. And you see, I'm going through taking my time, really trying to give me the best fit. Now, now that actually stopped me. I was like, wait, he's how tall? Six what? 6'7"? Okay, you know what? You're on board. Now, as far as linemen, I want them big. Wisconsin like linemen. That's tall, that's big, but still can move and nimble. You know, you're. I hope you guys are understand like why I'm taking my time and showing you guys my recruiting process or what I feel like in terms of recruiting and how I really want this to really expand upon in the later season. As far as DN, I need speed. I need you coming off that football. I need you chasing down the quarterback. I need sacks. D tackles, I kind of want them to stop the run, stuff the middle, plug the gaps, so my linebackers can eat. Now I can see like I'm trying to find the best talent, especially if they're local. Like especially if they're from the Midwest, because Ohio State has a much bigger. It's a huge school with a large fan base and a lot of program tradition. But locally in the Midwest, you either hate it or love it, but they're on a lot. And so, I saw we had a 4-star corner in Ohio. I'm like, let's see if I can get him. Then I went to Michigan, to see about their corners too. And then I went to Illinois. Now, this actually shocked me. I did not know that that 5-star corner was even interested in us. It actually took me by surprise. Um, so, so that actually made me feel really good. I wasn't too sure about trying to take one of those two 4-star corners. So I kind of just let it be because we do have depth at corner, but yeah, you see, this athlete is exactly what I'm talking about. If he's from Michigan and he has interest in Ohio State, I am going to try and steal him. Like if they're from the Midwest and they have interest in Ohio State, I'm going to try and steal them, especially if they're from Ohio and or Michigan. That's the real plan that I really want to come into. As you can see, there's a 5-star corner from New York. Like, no, not a corner, an athlete. Now, as far as scouting goes, I probably really won't scout until I get that upgrade to max. That's the only real time I will scout. So I want to, build up my progression, get him to level 3, and put all that in recruiting, and then make my way forward. But you can see, some of my recruiting choices were impacted upon like who I can redshirt or not. Like, as you can see, I'm looking at my depth chart. We really need a quarterback. Dobbins, I don't expect the season I plan on having with him. I don't expect him to stay another year. I just don't. I expect him to get to the league and go. As you can see, as you guys see, I only chose one receiver for a reason. Look at this depth here. We have, 3 receivers leaving, but look at all that's under them. Sophomore, freshman. Redshirt senior, that's probably going to leave. But look at that. We have enough receivers that we really don't need to we just need to retool our receiver. Is what I'm trying to say. Lineman, I kind of don't like redshirt and linemen unless I have 3 at each position. Now, this is I redshirted Jonathan Cooper only because he's actually redshirted, in real life. He played 3 out of the 4, acquired games that you can still keep your redshirted. And so he decided to redshirt, so I decided to redshirt him so I could have him back next year. That was my thought process going into this. Now, corner, I was my D tackles. Yeah, we have 3 young good defensive tackles that I can redshirt now. Because those three, well, except for that junior, he's because when the backups go, when I plan on blowing people out, he's gonna come in. So middle linebackers, we have two junior middle linebackers. I wasn't too sure about redshirting them. Right outside linebacker, I wasn't too really sure about that. That's why I kept going back. I'm just trying to make sure everything looks right before I go down the corner. Now, now Okuda, we might not see him next year because he might just go to the draft. We don't know. So I didn't want to redshirt him, just let him play. Now Williamson, I was thinking about redshirting, but with the type of defense I run, I need a lot of corners out on the field that can hold their own, that can play man, lock up for a full 60 minutes. Because I plan on bringing heat. I only play zone when it's necessary. like if the man is just getting shredded beyond compare, no. I'll just go to a zone blitz. Now, I'm going through depth chart now, mostly because for my return position, I want my fastest guy there. And if he's a receiver, that's even better. Because my receivers can fly. I need my fastest people returning kickoffs and punts, so we could have the best field position that we need to really take advantage of, to really, set us up into prime positions each time and time again. Now, I was actually conflicted about the kickoff because I want the strongest leg there. So that's why you saw me switch from my punter onward. Now, moving into the schedule. Now, you guys can send your schedule when we talk about the off season for this upcoming year. After I'm done playing all these games and after the bowl game, that's when you guys can start sending in recruits if you guys want to. You can start sending in who you want me to play. But this first year, I wanted to go through a gauntlet. I despise Notre Dame with a passion. Like, their football team, I despised them. Because that school is racist. South Bend is racist. I do not like that school. So Notre Dame will always be on the schedule. Whatever team I play, I will be playing Notre Dame. Now, Oklahoma, I thought it'd be a really interesting dynamic because Ohio State and Oklahoma did have a home-and-home series with each other. I thought that would be a cool, fun way to really implement. Clemson, I put on the schedule because I had made the schedule right after that. Right after the Fiesta Bowl, I was hurt. I was angry. So I want to blow them out because that fumble, you're going to be hearing an apology from the NCAA saying, oh, we shouldn't have overturned. But enough about me ranting. This is the schedule. We're playing Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, fraud-ass Notre Dame, Wisconsin, Northwestern, then a bye. That's our first bye. Get people healthy, get people right, bring in some recruits if we need to. Then we got Iowa. Iowa's always a tough team to play. Luckily, we're not at Iowa. Iowa is tough. Iowa, it's a sleeper. Then we got Penn State. Penn State is always a rough team to play. So one of our rivals. It's supposed to be a rough game. Then we got Purdue. Can't sleep on Purdue. Then we got Illinois. Can't sleep on Illinois. Indiana, even though they're an air raid offense, can't sleep on them. And then we finish off the team up north. So that's it for the introduction, the recruiting, the preseason. So if you made it this far, I want you to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this Dynasty and this schedule. I will see you guys later. Week 1, the Chick-fil-A kickoff against Alabama. Be there. Support.